Welcome to the third episode of this series where we're learning about how to score a game of Go and determine the winner. In this episode, we will be learning the method of area scoring. So now that we have established the basics of Komi and how it applies to scoring in the previous episode, we can now learn about the two standard ways of scoring a game of Go: area scoring and territory scoring. If you haven't seen the video on Komi, I would suggest taking a quick look at it. So let's dive right in. Area scoring is used by the American Go Association, the Chinese Go Association, and the New Zealand Go Society. Area scoring is the preferred method of scoring for beginners because players don't have to keep track of the stones that they have captured throughout the game. In area scoring, the score of a player is determined by counting up the player's live stones on the board plus the territories that they have. The player with the higher score, with Komi taken into account, wins the game. To start simple, let's take a look at what this means on a 9x9 Go board. By convention, the points of the player using black is counted. On a 9x9 board with a total of 81 intersections, a player needs more than 40.5 points to have a higher score than their opponent. With a Komi of 7.5 points considered, black needs at least 44.25, or in general, 45 points to win the game. This value was obtained by adding half of the Komi value, which is 3.75, to half of the board, which is 40.5, making 44.25. So, how does a player calculate their score? All that the players need to do is to first determine which territories belong to which player, and then count up the stones and territory of the player using black. Note that this can only be done after all dame or shared points are filled in and after all captured and dead stones are marked or removed from the board. Stay tuned for a video on how to determine when a game of Go ends. Dead and captured stones can be removed from the board safely and returned to the player's bowls because they are not taken into account in area scoring. However, they are taken into account in territory scoring, so stay tuned for that video as well. So, let's try determining the winner of this game. First, we must remove all dead stones on the board, which are stones that are unable to make two eyes. For more information, check out my video on the life and death of stones. As you can see, I have marked all the dead stones in this board, but if you're playing this on a physical board, you can also simply remove all the dead stones straight from the board. Now that we have done that, we can now count the points for black in this game. Remember, black needs at least 45 points to win the game, with a 7.5 Komi taken into account. As we have counted up, black only has 42 points in this game. That is 3 points less than the 45 required to win the game. So black has lost and white has won this game. Simple enough. Let's move on to the 13x13 board. With a total of 169 points, a player needs more than 84.5 or at least 85 points to win. But with Komi taken into account in area scoring, we divide the Komi by 2, which gives us 3.75, and then add the new value to half of the board's total, which results in 88.25 points. What this means is that black needs more than 88.25 points, or in general, 89 points, to win on a 13x13 board. So, let's try determining the winner of this game. Again, we must first mark or remove all dead stones on the board and then determine which territories belong to which player. As you can see, this territory here belongs to black because it is surrounded by black stones, while this territory belongs to white because this is surrounded by white stones. The small group of white stones on the bottom right here have two eyes and is thus considered living, which means the territories within this group are white's territory. But if you look at the top left corner, this group of black stones also has two eyes, which means it is a living group, and thus this is considered black's territory. Also note that these 4 white stones on the bottom of the board and this 1 white stone on the top right corner are dead because they cannot make two eyes, and these 2 black stones that are within white's territory are also considered dead stones, and so we can just remove them from the board or simply mark them as captured. Now we are ready to count up black's territory. In this case, black has 98 points, which is more than the 89 points required to win on a 13 by 13 board, and so black wins this game and white loses. Now we're ready to move on to the 19 by 19 board. In area scoring, the standard Komi is 7.5, and half of that is 3.75. Adding this new value to half the board, which is 180.5, we see that black needs more than 184.25 points to win the game, or in general, at least 185 points to win on a 19 by 19 board. So let's take a look at this game. First, like always, remove or mark all dead stones from the board. As we can see, these white stones are inside black's territory and are considered dead. Now, take a look at this black group here inside this white territory. It turns out that this left eye here is a false eye, and this shape of a diamond that white creates within this black group is not a living shape. And so all of these black stones are considered dead. Now that we have marked all the dead stones, we can start counting black's live stones and territory to determine the winner of this game. We can start by identifying that this territory over on the right side of the board all belongs to black because it is surrounded by black stones, as well as this small group over on the left also belongs to black. Now we're ready to start counting black's points. In this case, black only has 175 points, which is 10 points less than the 185 required to win the game. So in this case, black loses the game and white wins. Okay, that was a lot. So let's recap the main ideas of this video. First, area scoring counts points as the player's live stones plus their territory. Second, with Komi taken into account, black wins with 45 points on the 9 by 9 board, 89 points on the 13 by 13, and 185 points on the 19 by 19. It is by convention that black's points are counted, but if you would like to count white's points instead, refer to these values. White wins with 37 points on the 9 by 9, 82 points on the 13 by 13, and 177 on the 19 by 19. And finally, here are a few key features of the method of area scoring. 1. Dead stones and captured stones are not taken into account in area scoring. 2. No penalty is given for stones placed within or stones removed from inside one's own territory, since territory and live stones both count equally to being 1 point. And 3. Area scoring takes Seki points into account. More information on that in a later video. And that's how you score a game of Go, using area scoring. In the next video, I'll discuss the other standard method of scoring a game of Go, which is territory scoring. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And as always, thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time.